Okay, I wanted to review the structure of an atom just so that everybody's clear. I know I had some questions about it during class, so I want to make sure everybody is clear on the structure of an atom. So remember that the protons and the neutrons are found in the nucleus of the atom. So if I take, let's say, 2 protons and put them in the nucleus, and I'll put 2 neutrons in the nucleus as well, notice it says that I have a helium atom. Well, if I have 2 protons, in order to have a stable atom that is neutrally charged, I have to also have 2 electrons. Okay, and notice the electrons are out here. Now, again, the nucleus, protons and neutrons. The electrons are found outside in the electron cloud. Now here it's shown in orbits like Bohr's model, but it's the easiest way to look at it and understand it. So notice that there are 2 electrons in this first energy level, and that is all it'll hold. Now the number of protons, which are positively charged, are equal to the number of electrons, which are negatively charged, so I have a neutral atom. And again, remember that it's the protons that determine what the element is. So if I add another proton to give it 3, it's going to change to lithium, which is number 3 on the periodic table. Now also notice that it says that I have a positive ion. Why is that? That's because I've got 3 positively charged protons in the nucleus, but I only have 2 negatively charged electrons. So to make that a neutral atom, I just simply add an electron. And it goes in the next energy level, the second energy level. So 3 protons, 3 electrons gives me lithium. I'll add another neutron. Notice that that doesn't change the element itself. It simply changes the mass number. So if I click on the mass number, notice that the mass number is 6. Mass number, again, is the number of protons plus neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. Okay? If I added another neutron, notice that my mass number goes up to 7. My charge doesn't change, and my element doesn't change. Neutrons are neutral. They simply affect the stability of the atom. I add a proton. Now my atom changes to beryllium. And again, I have a positive charge because I have now 1 more proton than I have electrons. So if I add another electron, now I have a neutral atom. If I added another electron, it's not going to change the element. It's just going to make it a negative ion, because now if you'll look, I have 5 negatively charged electrons, and I have 4 positively charged protons. That gives me a net charge of -1. Okay? 4 protons and 4 neutrons in the nucleus. The atomic number is 4, which is the number of protons. The mass number is 8, which is the number of protons plus neutrons. And again, that doesn't change if I add or take away electrons. That mass number doesn't change at all. Only the charge of the atom. Okay, I can look at the charge. I should have a -2 now because I have 2 more negatively charged electrons than I do positively charged protons. I'll add 2 more protons. I'll add a couple more neutrons. And now I have carbon, which has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. 6 protons positively charged, 6 neutrons neutrally charged, 6 electrons negatively charged. Notice the mass number is 12, the atomic number is 6, and this is where I find it on the periodic table. You notice it's number 6 on the periodic table, because the periodic table is organized by atomic number. Okay. One more time. This is a lithium atom. Notice it's got 3 protons. The atomic number is 3. It's got 3 neutrons. So if I add all those together in the nucleus, I get a mass number of 6. and it has 3 electrons, which gives me a neutrally charged atom. 3 protons, 3 neutrons, 3 electrons. If I were to look up lithium on the periodic table, notice that the 3 above the element symbol indicates the atomic number, the number of protons. Li is the atomic symbol, lithium is the atomic name, and 6.94 is the atomic mass. Now remember what that is. That is not the mass number, but that is a weighted average of the mass number of all of the isotopes of lithium. So every isotope there is, averaged together, that's the number that you get. So 6.94, I know by looking at that the most common isotope of lithium is lithium-7, because 6.94 rounds to 7. That means there would be 3 protons and 4 neutrons in the nucleus of lithium-7. If you notice also in the upper right-hand corner of this periodic table, it shows the electron configuration. So there are 2 electrons in the first energy level, and there is 1 electron in the outermost energy level. 1 valence electron. That would be the last number here. If I clicked beryllium, the one right next to lithium, notice it has 2 and 2. 2 in the outermost energy level, 2 in the first energy level. And if I keep going down that column, notice that I get 2 at the bottom here, 2 valence electrons every single time. Okay? I'll talk more about that in the next video.